Today we have Unit 1 from your book. Your book is Headway Plus, Upper Intermediate. Okay, Headway Plus, Upper Intermediate. And be careful because there's some curriculum Headway only. So even if you have PDF, I'm gonna attach like this PDF to you on Google Classroom. But anyway, like Headway Plus, okay, this is the curriculum, and for your level, for your like stage, it is upper intermediate. Okay, so let's see what's this like topic, or what is this unit talk about it. Okay, so here if you look to the first like test your grammar here, um they use like a different tenses. And guys, like I always try to repeat the tenses over and over. Why? Because now you are write reports, research paper, you write your response to the test, or even your response to anything related to your field is going to be like in English. And the problem till now that the student in your stage still make like mistakes. Okay, so this is the problem. Why it is you, most of you make mistake with using the tenses. I know maybe you say, okay, we use different tenses and we know that how to use the grammar. That's right. But each tense, you have to know why I have to use this tense. Okay, instead of just make your the text or even the paper that you write is just like is like a salad of different tenses. That is why you have to be careful to choose the right tense, okay, with specific purposes of this tense. So here, for example, if you look number one, my parents met in Paris or in Paris, okay, wherever. So this is talk about an action that happened in the past and is done, is no longer like happen. So that means his like my mom and dad is just like met in the city of France, Paris, okay, and that is just done. It's got married and they have kids and that's it. Okay, so that is why I talk like by using the past tense. Or when I use, for example, they travel abroad. They travel abroad. Okay, this is I'm talking about facts from like this boy life. They travel abroad. Okay, this is a fact from their life. So here they use simple present. Why? Because simple present or present simple or whatever you call, both of them correct. You use when we talk about regular events, a routine, facts, statements, okay, or even when we talk about like a daily life or steps or procedures. So we use what? We use the simple present. They were working in Canada. This is, I don't prefer guys to use it in writing, okay? Because this is even like this sentence is considered like short because we use actually a different usages for this tense. So I don't prefer like to use it, and it should be like interrupted with the other, especially like when we use while, okay, if you remember. But I don't prefer you like to use it. If you use with while, that's fine. Okay, and should be like two events or two action. One it is longer, which we can use the past continuous or past progressive, and then we have the simple past. Okay, I was born. This is I was born. This is a kind of that we have to use it because it's talk about like an action. It's just like, okay, I born and that's it. Okay, I'm now like in the life. Okay, so I don't prefer that you consider that this is past tense, but this is like born. It is already in the past. So this is I consider as a phrase much than as a tense. We have here number 5. My grandparents have lived in Ireland. This is talk about what? The present perfect. We use a lot like present perfect. We talk about an event or action that happened in the past and still true. So something happened in the past, and till now it is true. or an action that happened in the past and still continue till now. So in this way we use the present perfect. And we use the present perfect when we try to emphasize on the duration of the time. Since or for or when, like wherever. So this is we use the present perfect. Okay? And even we can see like use, for example, the future, like I'm going to work in the USA. This is I'm going to, so this is in the future. We're going to when we talk about previous plan. I will see you. This I will, like here it is used when we talk about the simple future, and also when we talk about like a prediction. It's just like come to my mind during the conversation. Okay, I will see you. So basically all these is just like tenses that we use, okay? But I don't like, okay, I don't prefer that you make your text or your paper is just like that, a kind of salad of tenses. اوكي كانما انت تعتبرها سلطه من البيبر مالتك، انما سلطه من التنسز تتنوع بها بالتنسز. Because verifying in tenses is just like weakening your writing. فانت ما تسوي فضل بين انت تستخدم عده tenses بالكتابه، وانما هي بس مجرد راح تخلي الكتابه مالتك ضعيفه. And if you look to this table here, it's just like talk about, for example, just talk about adverbs or time of phrases that we use it with the different tenses. Like when I was born, here I use it with the present perfect, or even when I use it when most of the time with the present perfect. Never, of course, it's used with the present perfect. It is used with the simple, like simple present. Okay, here, like in 1917, this is like a past time, like very the past actually. So we use it to talk about the past tense. Okay, tonight, that means I'm talking about today, so I can use it for future. Frequently, it is adverbs of frequency, so I use it with the simple present. For ages here I use for, so it is used for present perfect. Ages ago here, so I use it for the past tense. Okay, so recently I use it with the present perfect, or since I was a child, this is with the present perfect. Later, this is actually, it is a future, sometimes a simple present. So most of the time, okay, and if you try to be more like fluent. what's mean fluent؟ اللي تكون متحدثين، نوع من متحدثين اللغة بطلاقة. يعني اكو فرق بين fluent okay بين native. okay, fluent when you speak, okay, you make a kind of mistake, but still your message is correct. Okay, or like you speak without pauses. يعني انت بتتكلم بدون توقفات. So this is like basically when you speak like fluent, so you have, okay, to use the most common way in communication. يعني قد يكون واحد من عندكم يقول okay, I'm real good in English, I can speak, I can understand what they are saying, but honestly when they speak, when they just like okay open the mouth and start to talk, it look weird. It look like okay. It look like this is so foreign. So foreign. You see? So this is exactly like you have to speak, okay, by using the way of speaking the same native speaker, so you can be fluent. Okay, so yeah, the most important here that you have to use the right tense, okay, when you talk about, maybe when you talk academically, or even when you talk like authentic language, like you talk with native English speaker. Here we have how long most of the time. I cannot say always, because all the time there's exception, okay, but most of the time we use it with the present perfect, most of the time. So here on language focus, They use all like which tenses can you identify in the questions and answer in the exercise 2 and 4. So I recommend you like to do it because here they use like question words, and by using the question, like as I said, like how long, okay, how long we use it specifically when we talk about the present perfect, okay, or even if we look to here to the adverbs like next or already. Okay, so this help you like to identify which tenses. So I prefer that you do it because it's really important that you know how to use the tense that fit with the question words. اللي لائم التنس الزمن اللي لائم السؤال. Okay, يعني maybe you can like you have a question you want to like to write in research, or you can say it orally, verbally, but when you use the wrong tense, you cannot even okay ask it correctly because you don't use the appropriate tense with each question. Okay, so and also here it talk like about informal writing, guys. Of course we are like okay learning English for academic purposes, so you have to keep away from informal writing. These informal writing you can send it like text message or like say something as a comment on Facebook, but you cannot use it with your paper, with your response in the test or wherever. Okay, so it just like give you some examples here. And also let's come back here to talk about the different tenses. Okay, and here to use the passive. For the passive I'm gonna just like do a lecture separately about it, so don't rush, we will talk about it later. And then here if we are moving actually to reading and speaking. For reading is here is just like talk about expat. So what's expat? Okay, expat this is actually is a person who live okay far away from his or her native country. يعني بما معناه هو المغترب. Okay, المغترب. So that mean is different than immigrant. Immigrant who travel to another country to live over there permanently and to get like a visa, not a visa, to get like a residency card. Like in United States they use like a green card, or like in German they use different kind of like a residency ID, or even like to get a passport for this country. But here expat is just like to live over there, maybe for work purposes, maybe that you have many things let you like just like you have to stay over there, so we say مغترب. Okay, so this is tales. What's mean tales? Tales is a story here. Okay, and tells us more like give the meaning of personal story. Okay, so as like here if you look like in this reading, okay, it's just talk about Anne Walkers, and the other one is just talk about like another kid here, like a kid is Thomas, okay, great, and is also is talk about different story. So I want you like to read it very well, and next class I'm gonna ask you a question about it. Okay, it's a kind of like comprehension question. Okay, thank you so much.